Welcome everyone to the 1000th edition of how to install the DS emulator on your device. No jailbreak, no computer, running iOS 14 down to iOS 13. Now I have a big playlist with all the emulators you can get on your iPhone or iPad right now. So after you get the DS emulator, I advise you check it out. Links are in the description down below. Now the reason why I've made so many videos is because every week or something the method changes or it stops working and I have to make an updated tutorial. However, thanks to the store that we're using, Tutorbox, and especially Tutorbox Lite, this tutorial should be working whenever you're watching. I'll cover everything in this video. Eventually, once everything's more stable, I'll only make a video at the start of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year. Let's get started. So I'll leave a link in the description. It'll bring you to the Tutorbox page. Now, I know why Safari is a bit buggy, so I'll just refresh the page. And we'll just close out of this ad right here. And we're going to find iOS download, install now. We'll just tap on that. Now we redirected to an ad. Whatever this page says, it's an ad. So we'll just tap on multitasking and we'll close out the ad. So we'll close out this ad and we're going to scroll down and you see right here, Tutorbox Full and Tutorbox Lite. So you want to either get Tutorbox Full or Lite. Both will help you get the emulator that we are installing, known as NDS. So you want to check, right? Tutorbox Full says sign. That means we can get the apps. If it doesn't say signed, it will not install onto your home screen. Usually I retract that download so it doesn't even start, right? What you're going to have to do is if Tutorbox Full is revoked, choose Tutorbox Lite. If for some reason both are revoked, come back in 24 hours, maybe up to 48 hours. There was this one time where Lite was down for 4 days. It will be no less than a week. Worst comes to worst, just wait a week and your app should be fully working. You should be able to get NDS. So we'll just tap on Tutorbox Full and it will redirect us again. So we'll close out the redirect. We'll tap on it again. Install. Now Tutorbox will install onto the home screen. So it's a very basic download and it shouldn't take that long. Well, it really depends on your internet connection. And you're going to see Tutorbox will install successfully. So when you try and open up Tutorbox, you get this untrusted enterprise developer pop-up. The fix is very simple. Open up settings, then find the home page's settings, tap on general, device management, and you see enterprise app, tap on it, trust, and there we go. Now let's open up Tutorbox. So we'll be brought to a page like this, and we will just wait. Okay, there we go. And let's get our application. So what we need is we need to tap on sections, emulators, and we need to find NDS. We'll tap on get, install. Now NDS will install on the home screen. So it seems like it's going to be a bit slow, which kind of sucks. Okay, there we go. So from what I'm looking at, we might be here for quite a while. So I'm just going to cut once NDS is finished. Okay, so you can see NDS is installed successfully and it opens up perfectly fine. So it's asking for the microphone. This isn't so it records you and then uploads it to some server and then it sells your recordings. Instead, some Nintendo DS games require your microphone, so it needs your microphone in order to use that. So we'll just tap on OK. And also with iOS 14, it does show when the microphone's being used and you'll be able to see when you're playing a game which requires a mic, or I actually don't know how the simulator works, but it will require a mic only when it needs it, right? So let's go into Safari and let's get our games. So let's open up a new tab and what you want to do is search for the game. So I actually can't think of a game. Let's do Mario Kart DS, right? Kart DS, just search it up, then search up ROM, then ROM's Mania, right? And then you'll see capture. That's really cool. So let's just do this capture quickly. There we go. And we'll just tap on I agree. Now you want to make sure that the page is for the DS version because this is a DS emulator. So we'll just tap on the ROM's Mania page and then we'll tap on continue and we'll tap on the green download. There we go. So you see your ROM's downloading. We'll just wait. There we go. Do you want to download .7z? So we'll just tap on the blue download and you can see the game is downloading. Now, unfortunately, ROM's Mania doesn't boast the highest downloads in the world. It's actually kind of slow. So I'm going to cut to once this is finished. Okay, so it's virtually done, and now it's done. So we'll just tap on the search, and it should bring you to the download location, and I believe there it is. So we'll just long press, we'll tap on share, and we want to find NDS. Just tap on that, and boom, just like that, added. And you might not see it, just refresh if you don't, but you can see Mario Kart DS Nintendo has been successfully added. Now, you don't need to use a tool like iZip, because what's really cool, unlike Delta or whatever, this has a 7Z on archiver, you know, can like extract all of the file extensions. So we'll just tap on the game, launch normally, and everything's going to work. So you can see it asked on the mic initially, now it doesn't. And so if you're playing a game where you need to blow into the mic, you will see that the mic shows up, but this game doesn't require a mic, so you won't see that. And if you just turn off the silent switch, yeah, we like that music, let's go. And the touchscreen also does work for the bottom screen, but you'll notice something, the game isn't running at 60, that's running at 30. So how do we fix that? Let's go into settings, emulator settings, and let me show you first of all that it is running at 30, not 60. So you can see 30 FPS. So let's go into settings, and you want to go to emulator settings, and you want to find frame skip. You want to set this to 4, then close out, and the frame rate is going to go even lower. That's fine. Go into settings again, emulator settings, then just find frame skip again and set it to none. And now you can see full 60 FPS, right? So it might take a bit of time to actually show up. I think this is like some version from Europe, which is why it's only running at 45. But let me have one more try, just reloading the game. Okay, now it's running at 60. So I don't know what on earth was going there. I guess you just need to restart the app. Before you did need to restart the app. So another thing you might want to do is if you have a newer iPhone, you can go to video filter and you can set it to BRZ 4 times. This will give you like the best quality overall. If you're having frame rate issues, just set video filter to none. So running at full 60, and you can see, look at that, these textures. They are looking pretty darn good. Look at that, right? It actually feels amazing. So let me show you something. Let's go into settings. Let's go into layout settings. And this is where you edit the layout. So you can move these. And if you go landscape, you can move these. You can increase the size, all that good stuff. What I'm going to say is I actually completed the entire of Super Mario 64 DS using the simulator on my iPad Air 2. So there's no reason why you can't, game on this emulator properly. It's really cool, I must say. So what I did personally is I used the control stick instead of the D-pad, like the touchscreen one, for moving onto my 64 DS. And, I just moved these and I used to use a claw grip. It was the good stuff. Now, once you finish your controls, just tap on the settings again. So I guess we have to go to portrait mode. Now just tap on save profile, set the name, and there you go. You can see the new controls are there. And I mean, this is so cool. Yeah. If we go to settings again, right, layout, we can change between default and the new one we made. If you want to keep your DS games after a revoke, which will happen eventually, just go into the app, settings, and then find Dropbox. And I advise you turn this one on. This means that if NDS stops working in the future, you can reinstall your games, turn this back on, and all of your data will be restored and you'll be able to game again. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash like. Bye bye.